Hello and welcome to the Blizzard Town for NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series Racing. This is the holiday special, race number 6 out of 10 here in season number 8 with the next gen race cars. We're getting ready to go street racing for the first road course race, street race, whatever you want to call it here for the Gen 7 race cars. We have 29 drivers getting ready to take on this very cool, very slick racetrack here today. So car control is going to be of the utmost importance for these gladiators here tonight to be able to take on this racetrack. And, well, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. We've got snow packed up and right around the edge of the racetrack, they've cleared away the snow onto the grass so that these cars, if they do manage to dip a tire off of the racing surface, they will not go spinning out quite as easily. Now, of course, with this being a 10-lap race and a very quick high-speed circuit here, we've got a couple of, or a few 90-degree left and right turns to start out the lap, then a nice sweeping left-hander into a chicane out of the backstretch, and then into the final hairpin corner. Now, what about your drivers to watch today? Well, let's take a look at William Byron, who won the last race at the Southside Speedway, coming off strong on the Gen 7 car, starting 14th today, but the HMS road course program is pretty good, so look out for the 24 car to make some moves here today. Now, look out for the number 1 machine, Ross Chastain. First-time winner at COTA in the NASCAR Cup Series earlier this year, and he is coming off strong here today, starting off strong from a pole position, and he will be alongside Ryan Blaney. Let's go and take a look at your starting lineup. We've got row number 1 with Chastain and Blaney. Then you have Chase Elliott and Austin Cindric. Then you have Bubba Wallace and Christopher Bell. Back behind them is Kevin Harvick and Kyle Larson. Rounding out your top 10 is Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch, the Busch brothers. Then you have Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin, best buddies. Back behind them is Daniel Suarez and last race winner William Byron. You have Mark Truex Jr. and Alex Bowman. We have Brad Keselowski and Eric Jones. Rounding out top 20 is Sticky Stenhouse and Chase Briscoe. We have Harrison Burton and Austin Dillon. Back behind them is Noah Gragson and Cole Custer. We have Tyler Reddick and Chris Buescher. And back behind them is Kaz Grella and Eric Almirola. And rounding out the field here today is Stacking Pennies, Corey LaJoy. And that is your 29-car field here today, same as it was in Southside. And here we are getting ready to go here for 10 laps here at the Blizzard Town, this brand new one-of-a-kind street circuit for the Miscraft Cup Series. Of course, 10 laps, 29 cars, Chastain's on the pole, 6th race of season number 8, and it's our first ever street race here for the NASCAR Miscraft Cup Series. This 1.67-mile racetrack, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. These drivers, they've got to be happy that they're going to be inside of some very hot race cars, because it's going to be really cold for these drivers here today if they weren't in them. It's going to be very nippy out there for all the fans. And speaking of them, look at our little snowman buddies here coming around and watching the race here today. Fantastic to see them come out. And everyone up in their apartment buildings getting ready to watch a good one here today from the Blizzard Town downtown. There's street circuit racing here. Chastain's going to lead us down. 10 laps is the distance. Blaney is shotgun to the field. And here they come off the final corner. Great flags in the air for 10 laps. 90 degrees down to the turn 1, then turns 2 and 3 right-handers, then back down left-hand 90 degrees here off of turn number 4, and top 3 are already single file here as they come around the sweeping corner and down to the chicane. Chastain leads us, then Penske boys, Blaney and Cindric, then side-by-side with Bell and Chase Elliott coming down to the final corner here. Get ready to come onto the main street here. Here comes Christopher Bell diving to the inside of Austin Cindric for the 3rd position, and Chastain will lead lap number 1. Back down to turn number 1, here's Bell, going to be able to clear the 2 of Austin Cindric here as everyone goes quickly turning right then left here. Oh, Cindric comes back to the inside of Christopher Bell, going to try to take the spot, but Bell has the run off that corner, coming onto the back straightaway. Chastain continues to lead. He's got about a car length over Ryan Blaney. Then it's the Joe Gibbs Racing driver of Christopher Bell. But here's Chase Elliott. He's been falling back throughout this race so far. The first 2 laps have not gone very well for him. Bubba Wallace has passed him, but look behind him. His teammate's under attack by Kevin Harvick. We get the 3rd lap underway. You can already see how this racetrack is oh so technical compared to other road courses. The first street circuit looking really hard here for a lot of these drivers, especially Chase Elliott. Here's Chastain, now looking like he might be under attack by the 12 of Blaney back down to the final corner. Right on the back bumper is the... Oh, we got one car hard on the outside wall in the chicane. That's the 5 of Kyle Larson. That car comes to rest just off the racing surface on the back straightaway. The first caution is out just before we get to lap number 4. And let's see what happened here to the 5 car heading down into the... Oh, man, it looks like he might have just gotten the slightest of taps from Kurt Busch there heading into the chicane. Let's see what Young Money did right here. Was there any sort of contact? Oh, there might have been the slightest touch there. But, man, the right rear slams the barrier right there at the end of the chicane and just sends that car pirouetting through the air. Look at it just boom, pick up off the ground. Left side's up in the air. Car slams to a halt there. And tough luck for the number 5 car. He will be the first car out of this race, the first caution of the race. And single car solo spin for the number 5, and he is headed to the garage. A little tough luck for all the Kyle Larson fans, but we'll get back racing here on lap number 5 here today at Blizzard Town. Chastain continues to lead. Same 2 drivers leading the field back to the green flag. Chastain, Ryan Blaney down to turn 1 we come. Green flag's back in the air. Blaney does not get a very good restart. Here comes Bell up to the 2nd position as Chastain continues to lead, but he's going to lock up the tires into turn number 4. That allows the 28 Christopher Bell to go to the inside, and he's going to take that lead away. And now the 1 is back under attack by the 12 of Blaney, but this time it's for 2nd. Down into the chicane, here comes Blaney to the right, to the left side, that is, of the 1 of Ross Chastain down to the final corner. Bell's opened up a solid lead here, heading into the final corner onto Main Street. Side by side for 2nd. Here comes Blaney for the inside position down into turn number 1. Now he's going to set his crosshairs onto the number 20 of Christopher Bell. Side by side there for about 6 spot or so with Kevin Harvick and Bubba Wallace. And it looks like Harvick's going to have the edge off of turn number 4 and onto the back straightaway. Oh, we got one car slamming hard, walloping the outside retaining wall. It's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. absolutely pancaking the left side driver's side door of that machine. Oh, look at the fans coming to check on him as well as the safety crew. A big, massive crash for the number 47 of Stenhouse. He'll be the 2nd exit here today. Oh, man. Oh, coming into turn 1. That's hard to watch. He just gets the left rear up a little bit too close to the right front of what looks like Eric Jones here. Oh, the back end of the car picks up, and there's just no controlling that. Oh, what a hard hit for the 47 of Stenhouse. Absolutely tearing down the wall on the outside of turn 1. I mean, it looks like Stenhouse just barely turned in a little bit too much there into the 43. And it looks like his left side tire climbed the right front of Jones and just sent that car spinning, a pirouetting into the outside wall. Tough hit right there. Man, that car lifted up off the ground. I'm surprised that wall is still standing. And he will be the 2nd car out of the race. Another solo spin here. And tough luck once again for the Chevrolet guys, Stenhouse and Larson, the only 2 guys out of this race so far. We're going to have 3 laps to go in this event. You can see the snowmen have taken cover in a separate viewing location for the end of this race. And Christopher Bell's the one leading us back down to the green flag with Ryan Blaney to the outside. Green flag's back in the air. Oh, and there's contact, and Bell's around off the front bumper of Ross Chastain. And there's more contact. Here comes Blaney out of the inside. And Mr. Where did he come from? Kevin Harvick to 2nd. He battled all the way from the mid-pack up to 2nd place with 3 laps to go. And it looks like Christopher Bell, furious. Mid-pack for him right now. Coming to 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks in the air. Here comes Harvick to the inside. Ryan Blaney overdrives the corner. They're side by side, but here comes Cindric into the fray. They're 1, 2, 3, bumper to bumper to bumper here. Coming onto the back straightaway. Ryan Blaney going to try to hold off Kevin Harvick when he comes to the inside. Down to the chicane. Lap and a half to go. There's contact. They're both sideways. Still side by side, wheel to wheel, back to the final corner. Coming to the white flag. Here comes Cindric to the inside. Dive bombs to the inside of Kevin Harvick. And onto the front straightaway. White flag in the air. 3 Fords fighting it out. Here's Cindric to the inside. Harvick on the right side. He's going to try to protect as much as he can. Cindric overdrives the corner. Here comes his teammate Ryan Blaney back for 2nd. Now Kevin Harvick's going to be able to get out ahead by about a car length or 2. Onto the back straightaway into the chicane for the final time. Cindric, Blaney still trying to fight and try to make their way up to Kevin Harvick, but I don't think it's going to happen into the final quarter. But they can sure try. There goes Cindric trying to get to the back bumper of Kevin Harvick, but it's not going to be enough. Kevin Harvick wins here in Blizzard Town in the Holiday Special. What a performance out of Kevin Harvick, but it came after a lot of mayhem. Christopher Bell went off the front bumper of Chastain on the final restart, and then Kevin Harvick tried for the lead not once but twice and was able to get it onto the back straightaway with just a lap and a half to go. And those 2 fought it out here onto the backstretch, and Kevin Harvick was the one coming home to win in Blizzard Town. He'll burn it down for the first time since season number 6 at Homestead. And what a fantastic race for this number 4 car. Started in the mid-pack, was able to come all the way up through the field. We haven't seen that good of a run at a road course in a very long time for drivers like this before, but Kevin Harvick wins out. He completes the mission here today over Ryan Blaney, who started 2nd, ran 2nd almost in the entire race, and finished 2nd. What a tough run for him. Chastain started on the pole, finishes 4th. And tough luck once again for Stenhouse and Kyle Larson, finishing 28th and 29th here today. And Kevin Harvick goes to prove that you can make it up through the field. And a lot of these guys that start mid-pack have no excuse to be able to find their way up there if they have a good enough car. And now we take a look at the point standings after today's race. Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Daniel Suarez are in the top 4 spots. They will be the drivers at the moment currently going in for the Final 4 to get the championship. So these guys that are lower, 5 through 10, and so on and so forth, are going to have to pick up some points if they want to have a shot at the championship come race number 9 into race number 10 in Martinsville. Thank you all for watching here from Blizzard Town of the Holiday Special. Hopefully your holiday season is going very well, and the next race will be from a racetrack that I know of, but you do not. You'll just have to wait until the race comes out. But other than that, thank you all for watching, and well, we'll see you next time. Oh, yeah! Yeah!